Hello there, Sir Wargod here. This is my first commentary and hopefully will be a long series for Company of Heroes 2. This is 3 players versus 3 expert computers. Normally I don't fare well against the experts. I'm not the greatest micromanager in the world, and the computer is an excellent micromanager. But this game actually went pretty well, as you will see. Alright, starting off with the Americans, you get the echelon troops, which aren't the greatest in combat. However, you do get them immediately, and they can expand out and start taking points, and that's what myself and the other American players start to do. Let's turn the fog of war off and see. The key to this map really is controlling this southern sector, or these southern sectors down here with the 2 fuels and the capture point here. If you can keep these down here long enough, then you can get to your armor first and take the top points, or destroy their base and it's game over. And if you let the Germans get these fuel points, they will overwhelm you with armor mid-game, and there's not much you can do about that. It's a little easier with the Americans, I think, to deal with that, I guess, than the Soviets, because you have the bazookas. With the Soviets, you really don't have great anti-tank options unless you get the tank destroyers, or kind of mask the anti-tank guns. As you can see, we're just kind of spreading out here, taking points. Go ahead and putting up the observation posts, I think they're called, and getting the extra fuel, as we are going to need it. No Oberkommand west, so we don't have to worry about the Kubel wagons. Luckily, those things are a little bit annoying.
Target secure.
And now I'm starting to move my troops up into the middle. Let's see if we can take this fuel point before they get there. You can see they've already started to take points. The victory point here in the middle. And my American ally is taking the point to the south. And my northern Soviet ally doesn't really have much resistance up here. Okay, so that combat was taking place up here. The Germans are attempting to take this midpoint from me, but they don't stand a chance because my riflemen are behind cover. And while these guys are better at close range than my riflemen, when I'm in cover and outnumber them, there's no chance. My ally is going to start building these tank traps, and a lot of people will get confused why the people put up tank traps in the middle of nowhere, and it's because it provides heavy cover, which is what the riflemen need. So that's what he's doing down here. We've taken this fuel point in the middle. Now the hard part is just holding it from the expert computer's continuous onslaught. I'm going to spam riflemen for a little while, and there's not much else you can do with the Americans. And I get a fighting position here to kind of cover this area. Kind of my backup plan. These guys get pushed out. Starting to flank to the north here. We'll get rid of these engineers, Pioneer Squad. And now he's bringing up the mortars. I hate mortars. But the computer doesn't do a good job of supporting these mortars, keeping them protected, so I'm just going to rush them, take them out. It's pretty cool up close. This game has nice graphics.
We are losing a sector.
They also brought up a machine gun squad that was firing on this fighting position here, and all I had to do was outflank it. That's the easiest thing with machine guns, just outflank them. And I steal that machine gun. Why not? It's a free machine gun. And we get rid of these mortars. Moved on. See how my southern ally was doing. Looks like he got overrun a little bit. Gets pushed back. And the ally to the north, the Soviets. not much resistance here. He's holding the north pretty well.
One of our fighting positions is sustaining fire.
Finished off all of those mortars, which is great.
Enemy mortar team down!
But we're losing the southern point. Not for long, though.
God damn it! Someone get us out of here! Our riflemen will now be better trained before deployment.
I went with the commander that allows me to get the rifleman with the veterancy already, which is pretty nice. They're a little bit more expensive, but I think it's worth it in the early game. They easily take out other troops at range. I'm going to go ahead and try to cap this mid-victory point.
A capture point is being
Here
overrun.
comes the computer.
We now have
They
parachute
kept taking
flares
this. They
to
kept
scout
trying to
enemy
come back to this
positions.
point here and take it, which is very, very, very frustrating. I should have put a
Supply line
fighting
just got
position
cut
here
off.
probably to cover that, but I never did. I just had to deal with it the whole game, running troops back. So frustrating.
Enemies are swarming one of our emplacements. Coming up on the flank.
Alright, we're about to have 2 points. 2 victory points. We can start
Your
knocking
crew
down
just
their
got wiped out.
points a little bit here. Tries to come after me with flamethrower troops, but it's not going to work against a rifleman squad and a conscript squad. Oh yeah, here in the middle, the computer started bringing up armor first for the first time. Half tracks, running because of that armor. I suppose it is light armor. And there wasn't much I could do about it. But very early in the game, I had researched
One of our
bazookas
fighting positions is
because
sustaining fire.
that's what you have to do with the Americans. Germans are going to spam armor early, so as soon as I could, I got bazookas out and started equipping my troops with them. Also, these guys have are Vet 1, so they can use the anti-tank rifle grenade, which typically destroys an engine and makes them retreat. Worked pretty well in this case. Here they come with more half-tracks.
We have casualties.
And they're attacking my fighting position in the middle here, but
Riflemen
unlucky
now
for
equipped
them,
M2
I have
flamethrowers.
a
Losing a enemy
rear echelon troop in there,
swarming one
which
of our
have a
emplacements.
rifle grenade ability, and then they run right into my machine gun, so they're suppressed, and if they'd stayed there, my rifle grenades would have started taking them out. My southern ally has retaken the southern victory point. He needs to take this fuel, I think he does soon. But at the same time, we've lost the middle victory point, so we're just kind of trading points back and forth here. We're still losing, technically, at this point, by points. But here I come with my Soviet ally into the middle to take it back. And again, look at all these half-tracks. Crazy with the half-tracks.
We're under attack. Down, grenade! We're under attack.
Bunch of riflemen. Charging that half-track in. Can't handle the bazooka though. And the rifle grenades.
Enemy
And they're forced to retreat.
We have lost the machine gun crew. Orders!
So we've got the north, the mid, and we're about to retake the south. So here's where we're going to start getting some points taken off up here. I finally got an ambulance out. I took too long to do that, I think. The ambulance is nice because it gives you a reinforcement point close to the front lines, and really you should get that out early. But I was trying to spam the infantry out quickly so I could mop up whatever
Enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
resistance the computers provided. And since they like to spread out and take points all over the place, I thought I needed more units. So I waited a little while to get this ambulance, but
One of our fighting
I've got it
positions
now.
is sustaining fire. The enemy
my
is
fighting position
overrunning
still
one of our
holding this
capture
point,
points.
still keeping it covered.
Rapid fire! Rapid fire! Taking promotion!
Try to support my ally down here a little bit. I knew I couldn't handle that MG42, so I pulled back. More half-tracks. Always the half-tracks. See what's going on back here. Nothing, just running some machine guns out.
Contact!
And here he's going to push us out. Pretty sure. Oh, no, maybe not. My ally's got a machine gun here and a anti-tank gun here, so he should be able to take care of this. And here's the first tank, Panzer IV, on the field. But I have my bazooka.
Enemies are swarming one of our emplacements.
And anti-tank rifle grenades. And I thought I picked up a Panzerschreck somewhere. Yeah, there it is. And I get a Panzerschreck. I'm pretty sure I picked this up. Yeah, there we go. So we got Panzerschreck and a bazooka with this squad. And I'm going to rifle grenade with this squad. And this tank will not stand a chance.
We've lost a fighting position. There's a major.
Kept targeting this squad, so I kind of kept them at a distance. Being flanked here. But now that I get this tank, main gun's destroyed, I think I turn at some point and take this thing out. Oh yeah, I bring in my captain, which has 2 bazookas, and take this thing out. Getting a view from my vantage point. Boom. And close in. Finish him off. Boom. And it's abandoned, which means I can take it, and I do. There's another Panzer IV on the south. We've got a anti-tank gun here. And looks like a bazooka here, so he should be okay down here. They're retaking the middle, but we have this machine gun well placed inside this building with an anti-tank gun, so they could use armor and come around this anti-tank gun and circle it, but the computer's not that smart usually. Here is with more half-tracks, this time a flame half-track, which took out my mortar squad, unfortunately. And I've got my massive troops here, healing up and preparing to move to the front. I find the Americans a little bit difficult because you have to micro really well. Like I said in the beginning, I'm not great at microing, so I tend to blob a little bit, which is not good. It makes it easy for them to take out a lot of troops. And if they knew this is my reinforcement point, they could use artillery to really hurt me every time I retreated, which is something you have to be careful of when you're the Americans. Always maybe move this around, move your major around to make sure they don't know where that is. And here they actually have figured it out, and they're launching mortars at me. But it's from right here. I know where it is. I'm going to move up and take it out. Got 2 mortar squads, sniper, a stug, and a flamethrower half-track. Pretty sure I push it all out, though. I should, yeah. Got my first tank out, my first Sherman. I don't think I knew it was there yet, so that's why I didn't move it up. I was paying attention to these guys right here. I was forced to retreat. And then I realized my Sherman was there and I started moving him in, or at least in a defensive position. And in the mid, the Germans have made a little pocket here, pushed into our lines. This is the one point in the game where I thought we might be in big trouble. But we get repaired here, and I start sending my troops back out. I sent my Sherman in, and I'm taking out these infantry squads he's got sitting around. Trying to prep this area to be retaken by my infantry. And here he goes again, back here, trying to cap this point, which is very annoying. These guys don't stand a chance. Come on, get him. Get him. I thought I got him. Boom, yeah, there we go. Alright. Panzer IV, always got to be careful of those. And here's my stolen SDK FZ222. It's a nice little anti-infantry weapon. When used properly, you just have to be really careful of Panzerschrecks and tanks. They just get taken out so quickly. In the south, looks like he's dealing with this Panzer IV. He's taken the south, and he's got the fuel point, which is very important. Again, we're keeping this fuel point and keeping this fuel point. They've got OPs on everything, but we're still going to be pulling down more fuel. Actually, we're not. Look, we're at 33 and they're at 50. I guess I should have tried to move into the back maybe and take some of these out. I never really did that to the very end. But another Panzer IV, but against 3 squads with bazookas, they don't stand a chance. Your captain squad has 2 bazookas. Pretty sure. Yeah, there's 2. One more shot ought to do it. Boom. Goner. Still have this pocket up here. Now that I've retaken this,
Sherman ready.
they're going to move back in, but I think I used my armored car, yep, and my tank. I tried to do a pincer move with my tank down to the south here and my armored car to the north, and use my armored car to take this out so my tank will be safe. Remember, this thing was practically free. I had to build a rear echelon troop to man it, but that's no big deal.
The capture point is under attack.
Drove that guy off. And finished this out, but I didn't see this. Panther. Boom. One shot. He had already been damaged by this guy, so it wasn't really a one shot, but it was... Took him out of nowhere from my perspective. I couldn't see him with the fog of war.
Is that thing firing at us? Kill it!
My ally, or somebody's doing something to it. Oh, nice. He's got the rocket strike, P-47 rocket strike. Extremely effective against tanks. Those things will be back. Yep, there they come. Boom. Excellent. Come again? No, they missed. All the rockets went into the trees. Pushing them out in the south. Retaken the middle, and they've retaken the top. Still have this pocket. This pocket keeps extending over. Wow, look at all these AT guns. Look at all this fuel. 300 fuel. This guy should be pumping out some tanks. He's got the tank building. With a half-track. Half-tracks are great, so you can reinforce. People forget that. Keep a half-track close to your front lines if you're the Soviets. Use it to reinforce. Here he goes again, taking this point. Very frustrating. Brings up from flamethrowers and starts attacking my major. I didn't realize this was happening. I came back later and saw I only had 2 and wondered what happened. And I started a little offensive into the middle. Kill that Panther. I surprised him. And all these guys came up when the Panther was getting healed, sitting right here. I remember that point. And we're going to take this point. As I'm doing that, though, they start to counterattack in the middle. So I bring most of this task force back to the middle.
Good fucking hit.
To finish off this tank, man. Sniper. This tank does not stand a chance. These Easy 8, with this Easy 8 and all these bazookas, not a chance. I used the rifle grenades to damage his engine so he couldn't escape.
Ground's ours. Now spread out.
Pulled my Easy up right at point blank range. This guy actually took him out.
Armor ready. We're losing
Again.
the capture point.
He's taking these points back here. Very frustrating. Right? All my troops are right now committed to the front, and it's very annoying and difficult to move troops back to deal with this issue. I think I killed this guy too. Yep. Panzer strike. I don't think I realized that. I did not hit that. Oh, what took that out? Oh, anti-tank gun.
A medium tank was just lost. Grab your shit and follow me.
And it's on fire. Oh, man, he is not doing well.
400 points remaining.
Retreat this guy back. Prepare for the next attack. I sent some riflemen out and capped this point. Try to connect all these areas again. Make sure we're getting our nice flow of supplies. And here they come back to take this point. It's very frustrating playing the computer how efficient they are recapping points. They're very good at it. You always have to keep on your toes fighting a computer, an expert computer. Hard and below, hard, standard, and easy, I think are too easy. Experts, challenging.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
What do we have over here? One Panzer IV for this guy. Flak Panzer. This guy's got some armor. Sturmpanzer. And a Panzer IV. Sturmpanzers are wicked against infantry. I didn't get to see what happened up top here. But a Sturmpanzer won't last against 3 of these, unless he gets a lucky shot or 2. This is an interesting setup. I guess he's just going to keep reinforcing them. The south is secure once again. I'm going to send a Sherman down to help him take this out. And this started pulling up at the same time, so I decided to route to it first, take it out. And while I did that, this was taken out by this AT gun. That AT gun's down. Doing great damage here. Here they go, moving to the middle again. They need this fuel. They know, the computer knows it. They need the fuel. Now I'm attacking. I didn't see this machine gun here, so I'm running my troops right into a nice air pocket here where they are firing from multiple directions. I pull my Sherman around from the back, and this tank does not stand a chance once I do that.
Report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
Does he make it away? Huh, he does. Machine gun does not stand a chance. Should be retreated, but it's not. And here he is again, trying to take this stupid point. I should have put a fighting position here to cover this. It got very, very frustrating.
Panzer IV is ready for battle.
Never saw what happened to the Sturmpanzer.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Bringing a Stug into the middle and some more Panzerschreck troops. This was not me. I think this is, well, maybe this was me. I can't remember. If it's me, it's, yeah, that was me, I think. The white phosphorus, I think it's called, something like that. That kind of burns these troops over time. Oh, my mortar got him. Mortar squad's got 12 kills, not bad. How are my tanks doing?
Send your orders.
This guy's got 19 kills. And we'll find out about this guy in a little bit. The sniper was very frustrating. He did a great job with the sniper. Took out my mortar. I was dealing with other things at the time and didn't notice him, so he did a lot of damage. The Panzer IV to the south, but lots of bazookas. And AT guns. They won't last. Oh, blowing it out of the top. Beautiful. Alright, he also put a sniper up here. Started taking out my captain
Ready for action.
squad. So sniper on either side. Doing great work. I finally got some guys healed up that I can move out.
Moving up. Target down.
Killed him, and then I moved north to try to kill this guy. My tanks are in the middle holding this area. Damaged Sherman here.
Looks like we're
And this Sherman now has 28 kills. 28 infantry kills. Excellent tank. These easy 8s, excellent all-around tanks. Even against heavy armor, if you your King Tigers, your Tigers, if you can mass 3 of these, you can take one out. Just have to surround it and circle it. Clear the infantry from around it.
Rifle squad
You've got
ready
it.
for action. Area's ours. Stand to.
Squad is back to full strength.
Lots of highly vetted troops now.
We got orders coming.
Here they are attacking in the middle once again. Pulling my tanks up though. These guys do not stand a chance.
We lost an
They've got
infantry unit.
Stug and a Panzer IV coming in. Not sure where this Panzer IV is going.
The enemy is taking our territory.
He doesn't stand a chance against 2 Shermans. Oh yeah, he pulls in here. I get a little scared for this guy and I pull him out and I push this one forward. Yep, just like that. Look at the shots bouncing off of the Sherman. It's beautiful. May not be realistic, but it's beautiful.
What the hell am I meant to do with these already? Green is green campaign. Area's secure. Help. Grab your shit and follow me. Oh, good fucking hit.
South is nice and secured still. The middle. It's clear of troops. Now I gotta move some guys in and cap
Pay
it.
attention this way.
Veteran know-how will help us
Captain
to
in
better
there.
prepare our infantry.
6 kills, 2 vehicles, 4 infantry for my captain. Not terrible.
Reinforcements in. Welcome to the Death Factory, boys. Stick with me and you might just make it.
Shift fire. Shift your goddamn fire.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
So this is weird. My minimap is gone. I'm not sure what's going on with
Army is
that.
ready for assignment.
It's alright. Here we go. Okay. Going for the middle again. Now my southern ally, who has now taken all this, is moving up, while at the same time I went to go take this point, which she overruns for now. But I'm getting my tanks healed up. They're all healed up, and now I can move out. Somebody dropped the white phosphorus in there again.
A capture point is being overrun.
Just got a few troops here, a Panzer IV. Just a few troops in here. Wow, I didn't know he lost that tank. Still have a lot of assets down here. And I moved my troops up and cleared
Enemy
this
is
hill.
attempting to steal our sector.
I noticed that there was an anti-tank gun up here. I didn't know this was up here, so I moved a Sherman up to kill this anti-tank gun that was firing on my ally. One shot.
Enemy has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
And this flamethrower half-track does not stand a chance. Boom. Main gun is kaput. I would say so.
Dangerous situation.
Oh, he must have gone out of my vision.
Points remaining.
Sherman ready to go.
Still fighting over the middle. I mean, I fought for this middle the entire game. Look at these Panzer Shreks on the ground. All kinds of stuff. MG-42. kinds of stuff to pick up. Bar. Wow. Looks like purple's making a push here in the south, but we really have our anti-tank guns. So, okay, and we have these Pathfinders. These Pathfinders are nice when you use paratroopers. You can make the paratroopers kind of drop in a smaller area so they don't die, hit trees and stuff. So that's a nice function of
Enemy
these
is
units.
now at 75 points.
I went with the elite rifleman training, like I said earlier, so I get the vetted rifleman early in the game. I never really use the rifleman flamethrowers. I probably should. They're excellent when the riflemen get into the close quarter situations. But I really, after the riflemen, I concentrated on getting the Easy 8s. Because they're really the best all-around tank in the game, I think. They've got speed, firepower, and armor. They're excellent. They're excellent against armor, and they're excellent against infantry. Now I've got 3 of them, which is pretty much an unstoppable force. I'm going to move in, chase down some units, get them killed, retake this midpoint here. Now we've got all 3 points once I get this capped. I didn't realize there was a sniper up here. I wonder how many of my guys he took out. We'll get back to my Shermans. I didn't know he had that either. Chasing down some engineers, some pioneers, I mean, sorry. How are my tanks doing? 7 kills, 41 kills for this guy. 41, that's crazy. 39 infantry, 1 vehicle, 1 building, and 3 for this Sherman. I'm just gonna move my Shermans right past this anti-tank gun and blow it up from the back. He's got a Panzer IV, he's gonna do a little damage, but once I turn, 3 of these 76mm high velocity tank guns are gonna just rape it. There's nothing he can do. Now I was gonna stick around and start destroying this, but we started getting more enemy troops pushing in these areas, so I decided to bring my Shermans back. And there's a Panther up here. And this guy took a little damage, and I want to keep him alive. He's a Fat 3, which is pretty incredible.
They only have 10 points
Battle-hardened
remaining.
crew. Crew's main gun targeting and rate of fire. Excellent tank. Another rank 3. And that was it. Let's see if I can pull this up. Yeah, excellent game. I did wonderful this time. I usually don't do this well. But 50,000 damage, 50,828, excellent. 178 kills, 120 units lost. Lots of good captures. We just ran over the enemy team. My allies did a great job too. I just somehow pulled out more damage here. Let's look at my units. Definitely most valuable unit was the Easy 8. Excellent tank, 20,000 damage. 2/5 of my total damage was with these tanks. 72 kills, not surprising. Core combatant, Sherman Easy 8, 4 produced. Survivalist, Easy 8, 10,000 damage. I don't think I ever lost an Easy 8. I may be wrong. I think I lost my regular Sherman that I built. I don't think I ever lost any Easy 8, and they took a lot of damage. And Meat Shield was the mortar team. I could not keep them alive. They got overrun the first time by half-track and then got taken out by a sniper. So I just wasn't paying attention. That was my fault. We look at the charts. Let's look at the allies first. Yeah, I outperformed them as far as army value over the entire game for the most part, except a little section here, but we won't worry about that. Add the computers in there. Just one guy, Red, stayed along with me until they all start dropping off here. Resource float. I try not to keep resources, and I didn't, as you can see. And yeah, that was a good game. Wow, look at my captain, 1,851% efficiency. 5,600 vehicle damage with those 2 bazookas, excellent. 2,000% with my riflemen. I mean, that says it all when you consider that these are your core units. These are the core units of the American Army. And when you do 2,000%, you have 2,000% efficiency with these guys, you won. And even though my mortar teams were the meat shields, they did a decent amount of damage. 771. It's not bad. A little bit to vehicles too. My regular Sherman tank died, but you know, he was worth it. 107% efficiency. And here are my easy 8s. Like, yeah, I was right. No lost here. None of them were lost. Did huge amounts of damage to vehicles. 13,816, 250% efficient. Excellent units. And my scout car that didn't last long. And the ambulance doesn't get any credit, even though it's heavily responsible for the riflemen staying alive, which got them the 2,000% up here. So the ambulance should get some of that credit here. But thanks for watching my replay. I'll have more, and I hope you will subscribe and like. I'll try to bring out more. Thanks.